Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Sight and Sound Events Spotlight. My name is Jodi Harris. I am the CEO of Fun. I am also the ringmaster of this crazy ride in the world of special events. Hope you guys are doing well. Super excited to be here with another spotlight. Today, we're going to spotlight on decor, and specifically, we are going to spotlight on balloons, balloon decor, and we're going to touch a little bit into what you can do for kids' parties as well, children's events. So I spared no expense. I looked around the globe, and I brought in one of my great friends. Her name is Lucy, everybody. So we're going to pop her in. There she is, Lucy with amazing face painting. Is our special guest today on Spotlight. And Lucy, how are you? Welcome.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
I am so happy that you're here with us. This is going to be a great conversation that we're going to have today about what people can do with balloon decor. And I know your company says amazing face painting. You started out doing obviously face painting, and the company just continued to grow from there. Correct?
Absolutely. I've been face painting probably for about 15 years now. I've been an artist since I was a little kid, so that came naturally to me. And then I started with balloons maybe about 8 years ago.
Wow.
And I started with twisting, things like this, flowers, superheroes, princesses, stuff like that. And then it graduated into balloon decorations, which is a lot of fun too.
Mhm, mhm. And that's great because I'm seeing, and I don't know about you, but we're starting to see a surge. And I don't know who did it, what wedding planner brought it back, but balloon decor is back, and it's not only back, but it's back bigger and better than ever. And that's what I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about weddings and events. It's no longer the arch. I mean, people still obviously are doing the arch, but I've noticed now it's a lot of shape and sizes. Why don't you kind of talk a little bit about that, what you're seeing? And I'm
Absolutely.
going to pull up some pictures because I know you've got some pictures that you sent to me as well.
Sure, absolutely. Balloons come in any size. I mean, every size that you can imagine. If they don't come in that size, you can always custom make a balloon, whether it's a size or shape, or we also customize balloons with logos and words and stuff like that. For instance, what's on the screen right now is what's called a balloon marquee. And those are made with 40-inch balloons, which are super tall. And on the top of that, it does say happy birthday, Maya. That was for Maya's birthday.
Hmm.
And yeah, they come in every size, every shape. We make the little pearls around them and flowers. It's really a lot of fun to create. And then when the client or child, in this case, that was 10 years old, just to see the expression on their face is priceless. It's a really great feeling.
Pretty cool. That is totally cool. Now, what are you seeing in regards to weddings? Are you seeing because I'm seeing a lot of it when I did research on this topic. I have noticed that people are doing a lot of arches. If they live an apartment or a home that has or a venue that has a beautiful staircase, they're doing different configurations in size.
Absolutely. In the balloon world, there's probably lots of, I mean, there's an infinite number of ways to make a balloon arch, but the basics are a spiral arch, which have the same colors going round and round.
Hmm.
Those are really popular for grand openings, corporate events. We do them for weddings also.
Hmm.
But for weddings, the organic arches are a lot more popular.
So, what's an organic arch?
Right. When I first heard organic, I'm like, we're not eating the balloons, but the organic balloons is also in the shape of an arch, or it might not be a full arch. It could be a half an arch, or they call it a demi arch, which comes around kind of like a C. And those arches are made from a variety of all different size balloons. Um, I'm not sure if you have a picture
I
there to
am. I'm
show,
going
but there are,
to,
and
yeah.
then we add stuff like sparkles and flowers and feathers or lights, pretty much anything you can think of.
So
Yeah,
something
that's an organic arch.
that, okay, so that is what they call the organic arch. Wow. Yeah, see, Lucy, that's what I'm talking about. I'm seeing a lot of people, not only are they doing that like as a decor element to their wedding, but they're also adding it as the new photo booth background.
Absolutely.
Seeing a lot of that in the world of photo booth backgrounds, which is really, really cool. Which is
Yeah,
really
those are a
cool.
lot of fun because in addition to the organic arch, we also customize the backgrounds, or you can get one online or something like that. But we do customize the names,
Hmm.
say it was Jodi and Pat and the date and all that kind of fun stuff. We cut that off from vinyl, or we can also cut it, custom cut it from felt or canvas or material, that kind of thing.
Now, why do you think? Why do you could do you attribute the popularity in the balloon world to anything? Does anything come out in your mind? I mean, why now all of a sudden have balloons gotten really popular?
That's a good question. I really don't know, but as far as I know, since I've been a kid, balloons are just colorful, and you see a balloon and you're gravitated towards it. It's colorful, it's
Sure.
fun, and everybody wants a picture with the balloon, like you said, for the backdrop.
Yeah, I think maybe because maybe like something like we just showed, that arch shot that we just showed is definitely something that that people tend to like. And let's see if I can bring it back in again. Yeah, I'll bring it back in again. Stop sharing. I'm going to share it again, just so people can kind of see. I guess it has to do a lot with like the perception of depth, perception.
Mhm.
Seeing that. It's so fun. It's just a lot of fun. The other thing, are they very expensive to do? And again, I'm not looking for a price quote or
Mhm.
anything like that, but kind of is balloon decor, is it affordable? Like what do you where are we when it comes to that?
Absolutely. We can do any size events, whether it's a small budget, large budget. Um, we do centerpieces and stuff like this. But as far as arches go, on average, a spiral arch. I don't think we showed a picture of that, but that's for corporate events, like the perfect spirals with the colors. Those go for around $10 a square foot.
Hmm.
And then the organic arches start at 15 per square foot,
Hmm.
$15. And it also, it can go up depending on what you like to customize it with. If you want fancy, shiny balloons or flowers, feathers, glitter, lights, we can pretty much customize anything, but it's not crazy, super expensive.
So talk to me a little bit about, we had a sidebar conversation. So we're talking about like something like, and again, I'm gonna share my screen with everybody so they can see what we're talking about. When it comes to the different styles of balloons, you and I had a private conversation about this. Oops. Hey, look, it's blinking. Let's remove that real quick. Okay. Let's stop sharing. Let me try it again. Let's share the screen and see if I can get it right this time. There we go. So let's talk about like, so in this shot, these aren't your standard like I'm going to Walmart buying balloons, right, Lucy? I mean,
Correct.
because people hear balloons and they're like, oh my god, like I can go to Walmart or I can go to Party City and buy a balloon. Um, Talk to me about like these different balloons. These are hardcore, heavy duty kind.
They are. They actually make not only different sizes of balloons, but they also make different quality and different materials. For instance, the number 2 and 7 up top,
Hmm.
those are mylar balloons made from foil. And actually, the heart next to it is also a foil, and that was customized with Happy Birthday Paula for her 27th birthday.
Hmm.
So those are made from foil. And everything else, I'm looking at this whole sculpture, is made from a latex balloon. The
Got it.
latex balloons are actually biodegradable. Um, After keeping them for about a year in stock, we do have to refresh our stock because they are biodegradable, which means they will turn into dirt or sand, after a certain number of years. Um,
Wow.
you do have to be careful with the Mylars though, because you can recycle them, but they are not biodegradable.
Mhm.
And also on this sculpture, they were filled with air and all connected together for the sculpture. But if you do have a Mylar that you put helium in where it floats,
Mhm.
you need to be really careful with those also, because if they get stuck in power lines, or if you let them go and then they come down on a power line, they're actually conductors. And there have been things in the news, and it's true stories that they can cause an outage or a short in electrical things because they are actually made out of metal.
Wow, wow. You were talking to me also a little bit about when we first talked to about balloons in the summertime. That
Mhm.
you need a specific kind of balloon in the summertime. Kind of talk a little bit about that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are putting the spotlight on balloons and balloon decor. So yeah, and Lucy's here.
Awesome.
So talk to me a little bit about that because I did do a party this summer and I want to say it was in July and they bought balloons and they kept popping. The heat just I just kept hearing them pop.
Absolutely. They do make different density balloons also for indoor or outdoor use. And obviously, the outdoor is a lot thicker. One of the brands that makes an outdoor balloon that I use a lot is called Tough Tex. And they are a little more expensive because they are very high quality and very durable. Not saying that they won't ever pop because they are still made from latex.
Sure.
But anytime you're doing an outdoor event in either direct sunlight, especially direct sunlight, and outdoors in the heat, you absolutely have to use the Tough Tex balloons or something very high quality because they will pop when the sun hits them or when it gets really hot. Another thing that we sometimes do is double stuff balloons,
Double
which
stuffed.
is harder to do, but you put one balloon inside of another balloon and you blow it up. Um, and also, as far as the foil balloons go, those cannot go in the sun. If they put them in the sun, in the heat, they will explode and they're non-fixable. So there
Wow.
are a few different things. Anytime we do an outdoor event, we definitely get a lot of specifics, especially when it's in the summer. We try to keep it in the shade, and definitely avoid the foil balloons in the summer or in the
Now,
heat.
when we talked about the arch earlier, when we talked about the arch and we talked about it like being the new photo booth kind of thing, again, does the same rule apply in the summertime with those as well?
Absolutely.
Wow. So kind of I mean, really, anything balloon wise shouldn't be out in the extreme heat unless you have a specific kind of balloon.
Absolutely. I mean, I learned my lesson years ago as a beginning balloon person. I made a bunch of balloons in my house in the air conditioning. It was kind of the latex. The latex doesn't pop that much because they are stretchable.
So that's
So
what we're looking at now.
yeah, if you squeeze them, they have a little give. So right now we're in air conditioning, but if we went out to a hot car, which is what happened to me years ago,
Wow.
the latexes were fine, but the Mylar balloon, that was the foil one, just exploded. Um,
Wow.
so that's another thing that we do in the balloon world. We always buy two of everything just in case of accidents or something pointy hitting your balloon.
Very
Um,
important.
yeah,
Very important. Very important. Now, tell me a little bit about what you have next to you, the sculpture. Kind of tell us what that is.
sure. I just made a quick little balloon sculpture. Um, this is kind of like a rose. These are daisies. And this, I don't know, I think I've seen this on the internet somewhere, but they make a little base and put a little heart on top.
Very cool.
An important thing also is weighing down your sculptures because if you just have a balloon, it would totally tip over or blow away in the wind. So it's always important to weigh down your balloon sculptures. A lot of times I use water balloons, but today I just use a water bottle.
Oh,
Oops,
wow.
there are my glue dots. So I just put these all around a little water bottle and it weighs them down. They're not going anywhere.
Now, what would somebody use that for? What kind of an event would order that?
This is very popular for Mother's Day
Oh,
or birthdays, just thinking of you. And another thing we do is, of course, the foil balloons or the round latex balloons. We can hang them up top with a ribbon that say Happy Birthday or Happy Mother's Day, or you can also customize your own message.
very cool. You know what I thought of when you held it up like that? I thought of somebody doing an Alice in Wonderland party. Like
Oh,
how,
yeah.
like somebody having a mitzvah, for example, a bar or bat mitzvah, probably a bat mitzvah for a girl because they can have a whole Alice in Wonderland kind of theme, and you just put those around the room and all different sizes with the balloon arch for a photo opportunity. I think that would be like super
Yeah,
cool.
and it's a lot of fun. At bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs in the past, we have done that, and centerpieces. And then also, if you want a balloon twister on site during your event, we can make balloon animals like flowers, princesses, superheroes. But what's really, really popular at the bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs and weddings also
Uh-huh.
are the balloon hats. We make little hats on headbands for the ladies, and
Absolutely.
for the guys, we just make crazy stuff. Um,
I'm showing right now your and I just had it up first. There you go. I'm showing everybody what you did with I know this is like a sculpture, but pretty much you were also twisting
mhm.
to make this. So, yeah,
That was a
very.
lot of fun. That was a life-sized Captain Crunch for a grand opening of a cookie bar. That was a lot of
Oh, wow.
fun. Yeah, he's actually holding a little chocolate chip balloon, and every one of his little buttons, I mean, every little piece of him was hand twisted and custom made.
Yeah, so that is extremely popular, twisting balloons, and even adults love it. You actually were telling me that you've been downtown on Fremont Street, and we'll show you guys that link in the description of the bio. I'll put a little link to the adult theme, but tell them what you guys do when you're downtown and you're twisting.
Absolutely. We do go on occasion downtown to Fremont Street, and in the evening times, like past 10 or 11, it's mostly all grown-ups. You might see a kid here and there, so we kind of make adult balloons for the adults.
Hmm.
And they're really super popular. They all wear them on their heads. Usually it's a hat because the hats are great too because you don't have to carry it around if you're drinking or gambling or whatever you're doing down there. And yeah, but definitely check out the link because I don't think I can go into detail onto what those adult balloons are, but you can use your imagination.
Yeah, yeah, they could use their imagination. Yeah, I think this one, I just pulled one up. This one might be safe to show, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you guys want to see what we're talking about? Here, let's see if it, oh,
And
let me
they're
see.
also great for bachelor parties and bachelorette parties before the wedding.
Now, what's that one supposed to be? Try to keep it PG. What is that?
That is a seven-leafed green plant.
Oh, oh, okay.
And
Okay,
he
yep.
seems to be really tired because he has like little bloodshot eyes.
Okay, yep,
But
okay.
that's just a cute
Well,
little hat.
that is cute. No, absolutely. I love it. I love though the twisting at the events, the bar, the bat mitzvahs, even the weddings, Lucy, even the
Mhm.
weddings. Bring in if you know you're going to entertain children for a little while. Bring in a balloon twister that'll keep those kids really, especially during cocktail hour. That might be kind of
Absolutely.
fun. That might be kind of fun.
I honestly think sometimes the adults enjoy it more than the kids do because they're online right after the last kid, or they're like, "Can you make me this as soon as you're done?" So
Yeah.
yeah, it's totally a lot of fun.
No, I agree. I agree. Um, Tell me a little bit more about, anything else that you're seeing, any trends, anything like that, anything that you could forecast for the future. I mean, back in my day, we used to see balloons just on the floor. Are people still doing that? Are they still throwing parties with balloons on the floor, or it's really gotten to what we've seen, right? It's really
Yeah, I think they're not on the floor as much. I have seen that before, but I think more it's up in the air. Like I've done a party that wanted a full room of balloons, but instead of the string holding each balloon, we used those foil door tinsel things. I'm not sure if
oh
you're familiar with that. Like you walk through a door and they
oh
sell them at
sure
any party store. So we
sure.
took about 5 or 6 of those strips and hung them down. So when you walked into this room, it was totally full of balloons and you had to actually kind of swim through all of the tinsel hanging down to the ground.
Fun.
That was a lot of fun too.
I
Yeah.
think of very 80s. I think of like when you describe that to me, I thought of immediately like Back to the Future, the movie, with Michael J.
Hmm.
Fox when they were they didn't probably have that in the 50s, but that whole like enchantment under the sea dance, kind of thing, or the
Absolutely.
gym, when you were in high school and you were in the gym and you had the high school dance. That's super cool. But
It's a
it's a
lot of fun.
but it's amazing what people can do nowadays with balloon decor. And I really, really love the arch, the organic arch. That has to be one of my favorite things.
Thank you.
And I hope that we together can incorporate a lot of that because, we're teaming up together. And I hope that we can incorporate that into a lot of your events for 2021. So if you're thinking about
Absolutely.
doing that, guys, reach out to me and Lucy, and we'll make it happen. We'll have the conversation and, listen to your ideas because I think that's like the way to go. I just think that's super cool. Before we say goodbye, real quickly, let's also talk about the other side of what you do, the face painting. I know it's got to be pretty challenging as of this. Today is December 7th of 2020. It must have been a little challenging for you right now to do face painting, but I know things are going to bounce back
Hmm.
very shortly, and we're going to be, looking at doing that. So, kind of tell us a little about the face painting side.
Absolutely. Well, I've been face painting myself for about 15 years, and it's so much fun. We just love painting kids, usually at birthday parties, but Halloween time is when all the adults come out of the woodwork and want to get painted.
Yeah.
It has been very slow this year, of course. 2020 has been very slow for face painting. When I first started my business years ago, I just face painted and I loved it and it was fun. But after a while, you just do the same thing over and over again. And one of my good friends introduced me to balloon twisting, and it's been my passion ever since.
That's
It's
great.
like I love face painting and I can do it almost with my eyes closed, but balloons are have just opened up a whole new avenue for me.
That's great. No, that's
Yeah.
great. And also the kids, you mentioned that you also do mascots as well. So
Hmm.
that would be like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, things like that. And I know you sent me over a link. So kind of tell them a little bit about the mascot. And I'm going to pull that up right here. So I think I have a unicorn coming up on the screen right
Yeah,
now.
I think we're the only person in town with our unicorn. She's so cute. So we do half-hour visits or hour visits, and you can even do longer than that if you'd like. Pretty much, we come out, we do a little dance party, we give some giveaways like balloons and ring pops and toys. We play some games. We do the limbo. That's actually me inside of the pink mouse.
Oh, that's great. You got a Mickey Mouse. Love it. Love it.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great photo op. We usually stick around to sing happy birthday, and the kids love it. The
Good.
the adults do too. Everybody wants to take a picture at the end, and
Yes.
it's really a fun addition to your any party.
It really is because I got to be honest with you. I do an event every year for a group called Child Plus, and
Mhm.
hopefully Amy's watching this. But Child Plus, and they have a mascot, and this it's I don't know what it looks like, a snowman, but he's all white, and his name is Chip. And can I tell you, this is an adult party. People flock to this mascot for Child Plus. It's crazy. And if anybody
Mhm.
follows me online, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm one of the people that are flocking over to Chip wanting to take my picture. So it's not just kids that love this, folks. The adults like it too. And how fun, Lucy, would it be for a half an hour at someone's wedding to bring in the unicorn? That would be so much fun, you know? The
Absolutely.
kids would love it. The adults would love it. The bride and groom, or the bride and bride, the groom and groom, they would love it too. How cool. I mean, if we can bring Elvis to a party, why can't we bring the unicorn? I'm just saying,
Absolutely.
I'm all for the unicorn. There
And
you
we
go,
have
folks.
over 50 characters to choose from. We've got tons of them. So,
That,
and then we also have human character visits, which are princesses and kind of like superheroes and stuff like that. Kind
that's
of
great.
like, yeah, so like Spider-Man and things like that, that are not big mascot head related. We do have the human characters also.
That's fabulous. All right, Lucy, if people want to get in touch with you, how would they find you? What's your website, Instagram handle? And I'll put it in for everybody watching. I will put it in the description as well.
Okay, great. Our website is amazingfp.com. That's amazing, F like face, P like painting.com, amazingfp. And our phone number is 702-683-0314. And Instagram and stuff, I guess you can post underneath because it's kind of long.
Okay, I will post it. They'll have a link. All right, Lucy, thank you so much for being part of our show. Once again, everybody, that is Lucy from Amazing Face Paintings. I am Jodi Harris. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you got a lot out of the Spotlight Show on Balloon Decor. If you want to be notified of our next Spotlight show, click the subscribe button. You'll get a notification. Please like the show. Tell everybody that you love, and anybody planning an event about Spotlight Sight and Sound events. All right, you guys have a great one. Once again, I am Jodi. Thank you guys so much. Jodi Harris from Sight and Sound. All my contact information will be listed below too. Have a great one, and thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe. Thanks.
Thank you, Jodi.
Thanks.